Welcome to this channel, Global Happenstance. Here we react, reflect, and respond to the world's most viral videos and global trading events. From shocking headlines to inspiring moments, we break it all down, one reaction at a time. Stay tuned and don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
If you be Igbo man where you base for this Lagos, hear me and hear me well. I don't dey talk am and I say dey talk am. I don't dey talk and say, see, no matter how una try pretend, if you like carry billion, go give people where they into government, where they no be your brother, they know from your place. You go give them in the name of settlement, in the name of friendship. They don't know you. Politics are divided this region, and until una begin to see, I don't know whether una know they see what they happen. Una see recently now, few days back, yesterday, the first day, they don't go break buildings. They don't go break building where they for trade fair. Those building where they break for trade fair, who get them? Who get those building where they for trade fair? But some of them no see get sense. I don't tell una say we una stop heavy investment for Lagos. We una stop heavy investment anywhere where you una know say the target una business make una stop to build. Una know 1 year. I don't call Zenko the other time. Some few people understand. Some people will say I don't get sense. I don't talk and say even Zenko, that land where you go do the promote, say you want buy, or when I don't buy, you want buy, making triumph. Another government they come in the future. If not be this government break up, another government go break up. Don't build the way that they break today. If it possible to not be this government, set that land for them. Not be this government approve that project. Maybe not the past government, but they target them. Now they target them. Wait till reach the time where they almost finish the building, where they want to start business, they come bring them down. Yes, that is what Igbo people are suffering in Lagos, and they say make we no talk. They see Igbo people they destroy Igbo people market. Yet people say make they no talk. See, make we not stop investing for Lagos. If you get 100 investment for this Lagos, carry at least 70%. Go back to the east. Go back to the east. They go find you come. They go find you come on buy market. Let me tell you. No, they say you now here you fit do business. They go find you come. Make una stop to the invest here because a waste of product, waste of investment now una they do here. Make una stop am.
Ndị ba ndị Igbo, una anụ na ya. Nke ahụ n'ọnụ onye Igbo ka o si gba. Onye adịghị nke onye Igbo ka ọwụ. Mana ha agọtachara ife na-eme. Onye ọwụna sị na ọ gọta ife na-eme, mana onye ha achọghị gwa onwe eziokwu. Ndị niile agọtachara ife na-eme. Ha ma ife na-eme. Mana dịka etu anyị si nọrọkwa, etu o si wee dị, egwere ife a na-akpọ helpless situation, etu a ka anyị si nọrọkwa na ya. Ife ọwụna wụ steeti na-eme. Etu o si adị. Agwago m ndị Igbo, ife ndị a na-eme ewu, ego anyị kpatara n'obodo ha, na ya ejiena. Jidenụ ilu unu gụọ eze unu ọnụ. Ego anyị na-akpata n'obodo ha ka a na-akọwala anyị na ya ejiena. Nke a ugodo onye ọzọ na-ekwu, mana achọ nke unu gezie ntị nke onye be anyị kwuru. O nwere voice note nnụlọ ọfụ a ntị na mma akpọnyela unu. Ọ dị very important. Agwọ mala agwọ ofeko ofenye isi n'ọfịa. Etu esi wee dowe Nigeria anyị ghọtara na-eme gị na ị abịara Lagos ka ị wee nwee ọganihu. Ọ bụrụ nọọ n'iwu na ị abịara Lagos, mana ị na-anya ife niile etu esi wee dowe ife niile o nwere ka o si wee metụ Lagos. Na ife niile ife ọwụ na ị na-eme ya na-aga n'ihu nwe ka ọ esi emetụta Lagos. Aida na ibulu afịa from Lagos. Almost afịa niile a na-azụ si na Lagos abata. Iburu afịa na Lagos, ihe ebulu afịa n'aka onye butere afịa na Lagos. Wee wụrụ ya. Mana onwe ka ndị be anyị si eme. Ị na-akpata ego ahụ na Lagos na-ezinata ife na ala Igbo. Mala ụdị ife na-alụ maka ntikpọ. Mala ụdị ife na-alụ maka ntikpọ. Asị m kwuole, unu mmebi ka mma na-alụzi. Nrụọ unu ebe, les nọ na ụdị onye na-eme biznes ama na ụdị biznes ahụ na-enyekwa ụdị ego ahụ. Unu enekwuo n'anya dịka ndị gosigasịrị akwụkwọ ha nyaa ndị etikpọrọ unu ha. Unu afụ na maka ụfọdụ na-ekwutọ ndị be anyị na ha ejighị ezigbo akwụkwọ. Nke ahụzi nke na ijighị ezigbo akwụkwọ. Ụfọdụ ji ezigbo akwụkwọ unu ha. Mana obi ụfụ, anya ọkụ a na-enwelu ndị be anyị ka eji etikpọsị unu ha. Anya ọkụ ka a na-enwelu ndị be anyị eji anya ọkụ eso anyị. Emechaa sị na onye Igbo na ndị Igbo na-egosikọ onwe ha. Mụ nwere nnechakwuo n'anya ka m gwuo na eziokwu ndị Igbo ndị ọkacha mma n'ụwa. enwechara ndị ọjọọ mana ndị ka akwụ aka ha ọtọ n'ụwa ndị Igbo so na ndị ka akwụ aka ha ọtọ n'agbanyeghị enwechakwara ndị ọjọọ dị na agbụrụ ọwụna mana ndị Igbo so na ndị ka akwụ aka ha ọtọ n'ụwa. Ndị be anyị achọrọ imegide na mana tupu m hapụ ebe a ka m gosizi unu gee nke wa okwu n'asụsụ be anyị ka unu ya ege nke a mgbanụ.
Okay, ndị be anyị bụkwanụ m ọzọ nke a Igbo ekene m unu. So nke a now I will address this one specifically to ndị Igbo. Ebe ọ bụ na ha nọ. So this voice note, you make it to anybody born Igbo. Now, it is not a hidden fact that now other tribes will not just in Nigeria, but Nigeria, almost all over the world. Now, the average Igbo man, with this knack for business, with this determination, okay, follow. In Igbo man, yeah, another tribe man. 1 naira or 1 naira. Ibia in the next 2 years, an Igbo man may have turned that 1 naira into 100,000 naira. Why the other person may have even gone into debt? That is the grace Chineke nyere ndị Igbo. It is the grace. So ordinarily, such people are hated. Oh wait, let me use the word. Let me use it as it is. Those people are hated. So as an Igbo man, if you don't have, from when I was young, the first experience I have about the challenges an average Igbo man had was when I was growing up in Benin. They were doing quiz competition, and I represented my school, Immaculate Conception College. That was in 1994. And then I came out as the overall best. And then we went at the state level. I also came out as the overall best. And then we were to go to Lagos for the national quiz competition. My school won at the zonal level and then won at the state level. And then we were now going to go to the national to go and represent. That was when the panelists from Edo State now remember that my name is Nwankwo Johnson Ebuka. And I see Nwankwo Johnson Ebuka Buhonye Bini. How can we allow an Igbo man to go and represent us in Edo State? But when I was being enrolled and all that, and when I was taking all the first year, nobody questioned that. But Olusegun when I got represented those states, I remember the physics teacher from Edokolo College and the chemistry teacher from Emagwero. I remember two of them insisting that since this young man is the best and he's from Edo State, let us allow. I said no. Others kicked against it. They said it would be a shame for an Igbo man, or this any Edo person will Ogugisi. How can the first person, because Muabu first, then the other girl was going to demonstration college. Then Muabu second, she's second, only Igbo. And then they replaced the two of us. What about fine abo? TSA and the ballot third, and the ballot fourth. When you ballot third, one year Billy, when you ballot fourth, one year Shan. And they replaced the two of us. I cried so much. That was the first day I realized I was an Igbo man, because I was growing up. I didn't actually know the difference. So it is that from that first time I had the taste of tribalism, that I cannot represent these states because I am an Igbo man. That was when my identity became so obvious to me. So, and as I start growing up, going to tertiary institution, getting a job in Shell and all that, I saw the tribalism. Maybe some people will feel that I one day got school, we didn't see the tribalism. Not how I one day didn't business in Lagos. No, we that work in parastatals, we see the tribalism more than even in the business. Only one business now. Our own is in the company where you have different tribes. You will see that the only place all other tribes unite in Nigeria is against an Igbo man. Ichoka Nigeria unite, whoop to Igbo, you will see Nigeria will unite. Ichoka Nigeria unite, oppress an Igbo man, Nigeria will unite. The only time people will not rise up and condemn evil is when it involves an Igbo man.
If Peter Obi were not to be an Igbo man, he would have been the president of this country. There is no two about it. There's no doubt. He would have been sitting as a president from that 2023 election. But people saw the injustice. And then because he's an Igbo man, it was glaring, it was obvious, it was ostensible. But don't know about Chinkete. Why? Because he's an Igbo man. And that is why I always tell in Igbo, you must be very careful. But I have said it over and over and again. If I don't know, I say, engineer, even the one school, when I go one school, that you should have been reasoning, you can't reason can average a trader, can average a illiterate. They say, I know that as an educated man, as one of the elite in Igbo land, I should be the one at the forefront because I have experienced tribalism. In fact, let me tell you the truth. The educated people from other tribes are the most tribalist. In fact, the illiterate from other tribes are not even as tribal as the educated people from other tribes. If you tell the average Yoruba man, the average Yoruba man that is educated, let me tell you one thing you must understand. Education does not erase tribalism from the dictionary of a Yoruba man. Education does not erase tribalism from the dictionary of an Hausa Fulani man. Education does not erase tribalism from the dictionary of an Edo man. Once an Igbo man is involved. So if then I say, hey, Onya, this person went to school, even in the Church of God as a pastor, let me tell you, one of the reasons I resigned from within Christian Church of God is the obvious tribalism in Port Harcourt, in such a way that an Igbo man cannot get to a particular, anyway, some parishes an Igbo man cannot head. One is a lucrative parish, one is a big parish, an Igbo man cannot head it. It is a decision that has been taken, and they made it very clear to us that Igbo man cannot be trusted. Like even Port Harcourt now, place like King's Palace, place like Jesus House, place like Grace Chapel, an Igbo man have never been the provincial pastor there, have never been the area pastor there, have never been the parish pastor there. Because they believe that these are the biggest branches in Port Harcourt, so the biggest parishes. And why are they doing that? Because he's an Igbo man. Even when you go to churches that are being owned by Yoruba people, you will see the level of tribalism. Sometimes it's not just tribalism, you will see the level of hatred. I don't know why Igbo still believe that one day you will be loved in this country. Let me tell you, once you are hated, you are hated. And you don't need to offend an enemy for an enemy to hate you. There are people who just hate you because of your tribe. There are people who don't like you because of where you come from. No matter how you behave, no matter how you now that they will try to set you up against your brothers. I don't know when they find people name holier than that attitude. I don't know the Yoruba one the tribe was like, you don't behave like an Igbo man. You are different. And the idiots, the stupid man, because they told him you don't behave like an Igbo man, he will now be oppressing his brother so that he can appease the people, telling him that you don't behave like an Igbo man. You are very stupid. You are an idiotic Igbo man. For you to try to appease other tribe because they are telling you you don't behave like an average Igbo man, you are too different. So the thing I name some idiot. And then they will not join the other people to now oppress their people, not knowing that after oppressing their people, when their people is no longer, they will not remember that they're also Igbo, and they will deal with them. It is high time we develop Igbo land. That is why in Anya, I try to bring every investment I can in Igbo land. I started since 2018. There was a challenge I had in Port Harcourt. From that time, I decided all my investments should be going to Igbo land. Once I have some money, and I usually call them peripheral money, maybe a money I don't have immediate need. In Jirega, go stock. Stock is a place where there's no tribalism. Each go so much, and you are scared you cannot invest in Igbo land. Use the money and buy stocks. Go lose stocks. Buy digital assets. Buy stocks. There is no tribalism in assets. Sorry, there is no tribalism in Nigeria Stock Exchange. When they go to some level and you feel that use it to buy stocks. But let me tell you, don't ever believe, let an Igbo man become president. It will not erase the imbued and the ingrained hatred when they go Igbo. Under normal condition, once one of them is successful, there is a natural envy and jealousy that will come from the other two who are not successful. It is normal, so I don't even blame them. Okay, with all the oppression and Igbo, with the way they are holding them down, yet in the Igbo cannot, they are still going far. So other tribes are thinking that we have held these people down after the Civil War. We knocked them off economically, we knocked them off from the parastatal, we knocked them off from the federal government agencies. They don't get to a level in the military, in the police, in the custom, they don't get to a level in social and so, they don't get a level in social. And even with all those emancipation and the way we have caged them, yet they are exploding. What if they become the president? What if we allow them to become the president of this country? What will happen? That is their fear. And their fear is it's not strange. That is what other people would have done when you see a tribe that is bulldozing their way, no matter how you try to incapacitate them. So you as an Igbo man should have this, let it sink in your brain that by the virtue of where you come from, nobody likes you. And it will be very stupid for you. Look, okay, for Muno Igbo working no chogo. Na banyo. Muno Igbo, me and Igbo man, we can fight in our village, we can fight in Anambra fight. But once I need put a hand in Anambra state, I cannot fight an Igbo man outside of my state. I can never do that. I will look for peace. I can never, and get knock the bully Igbo man, to turn on our university now, bully Igbo man, go court. No, I will look for a peace to resolve it. Because I know we're already endangered. I know that we're already disadvantaged. I know that there is enormous hatred against us. Why would I now come and complicate it? But I feel very bad that Ndi Igbo look na Lagos, I don't know Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo look na Port Harcourt, I don't know Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo look na Kano, Ebe hatred, I don't know Kwenwe Hog. I cannot do that. I cannot come outside of Igbo land and then start fighting my Igbo brother. Please, it is high time we start thinking home. So many people have been saying it, but in the Banya Dano, it doesn't make sense. Let's start bringing our investment home. Don't look at it. Look, when you are looking at the economical benefits or the profit, you will never bring any investment home. Okay, the plaza in Nobo. Do you think it's because of the profit I build those plaza in my village? The plaza alone, do you think it's because of profit? Is it because of profit? I may not even be getting anything from them. But the most important thing is that structure is there and it have added to the demographic of properties in that particular location. I have increased per square meter the density of properties in that location. So when open a 4 year loan, okay, take for instance now, you call buy now. Open and didn't name important now. 4 years Hasikita Kahabido make away a branch of their businesses. Nobu. Do you know what Obu will become in the next 2 years or 3 years? But people are profit conscious. People are business profiting and all that. Sorry for taking this long time, but the challenge there is that an Igbo man is endangered, and it is wickedness for you to join other people. Some people will even be the first to start condemning Igbo without even getting the evidence. I say Igbo are too pompous, Igbo are too arrogant, Igbo are attacking their host, Igbo are mocking their host. And then let me tell you the truth. If the Igbos are united, even if they make mistakes, of course, human being, the proof of our humanity is mistakes. We make mistakes. There are some things we may not do well. But when people stand with you in your trying moment, even your oppressors, we think twice. But when your oppressor is able to divide you, when your oppressor is even you are even the one taking the cane and the whip from your oppressor to whip your brother, your oppressor will now be emboldened and encouraged more to unleash the worst of wickedness on your brother. Let us stop being the first to attack our brothers. No matter if you will start. No. First of all, start to defend your people that this thing is wrong. Blame the government first before you now start blaming your people. But the most important thing, bunata your property back home. That is the best. No any profit or the profit. Bunata honor.
Agwọ ọmalụ agwọ ofeke ofenye isi n'ọfịa dịka onye a si wee kọwa ọya dị mfe mana o nwere ife oyibo na-akpọ sacrifice. Sacrifice ka ihe eme bunatawa ife inwelu. Let the concentration be in an Igbo. o nwere mgbe ndị Nnewi ịma na eji machine pass wee mara ha. O nwere mgbe machine pass Nnewi amụghị maka kịta ekwubuona m ife mbụ. Mgbe machine pass Nnewi ibubatagodo ya na Lagos, kọntena bata Lagos, mana ya atọghị ya na Lagos, ihe abịa Nnewi bịa mepee na Nnewi ka ihe emepe. Onye chọọ ya ọbịa na Nnewi golukwe chi ya na Lagos. Akwe na anụ how many depo ka Dangote nwe na East, mana cement ya na-ele na Igbo. Trailer ka ha ji abịa na ọ nwe depo amọghọm mana ọ na-ele. Wole ile gugu eze gị ọnụ. A sị na gọọmenti anyị nyere nwaanyị aka, o nwere ife anyị nwaanyị eme na onwe anyị mana a na-akpọ sacrifice. Ka ego ghara ibute ụzọ ka anyị gbapụtagodo onwe anyị n'aka ndị ọjọọ. Unu chekwa na ife a na-achọ ịgbanwe ha achọ ịgbanwe, ha ya kpagide anyị. Ịghọta ife nọ n'ime ike nkwụcha, jiri aka gị gbapụta onwe gị. Akweghị na-aghọta. Unu alụzinala ha ntipịa ka a na-achọ itipịa unu kpatacha itipịa. Unu alụzinala ha ife unu na-alụkasị na be ha. A na-agwa ka anyị na-ekwu kịta ama na onwe ndị na-ego ana, nnukwu ana. Enwere ike etu esi eme ife na-aghọta ahụ na ha chọrọ iwere trade fair. Trade fair mana anyị ji ego anyị gogasị. Ha megide ife ha na-eme kpara trade fair. Enyekwa unu ofu swamp ma ọ kanal, unu ejekwa kpochie wite ego unu bidokwa. Ha nọkwa oju ha. Ofu gọvanọ ha achọrọkwa unu si ebe ọzọ, achọkwa swamp ọzọ. O nwere ike enyegoro unu ocean ka unu je kpochie. Unu nwere ike ikpochite ocean ahụ achọpụkwa unu ebe ahụ. Unu ghọta ife a na-agba anyị, and ghọta na ya adịgido na-aga.